Hi, welcome to ACCQ Continuing Professional Education. We're going to talk about one of the most important subject matters these days, especially in filing of taxes. So we're going to talk about quarterly as well as annual filing of income tax. So get ready your calculators. So we're about to begin after this. Just like what we said a while ago, we're going to talk about quarterly and annual income tax return on income, specifically from business or profession. So if you are a professional, no, practice your profession. So ito yung tax na para sa iyo. Or let's say if you have a business, no? Okay, so it's either yung business or yung practice of profession. So let me just clarify also that this does not have to do anything or related to value-added tax, because VAT and as well as yung percentage tax are business taxes. So they're computed dun sa based on the sales. While dito sa income tax return, no, or income tax, this is computed using the taxable income, after deducting those costs and expenses. So without much ado, let's proceed. So individuals engage in business, practice, or profession, regardless of the amount of sales or receipts, are required to file quarterly income tax return for the first quarter on or before May 15. So ito yung first quarter, no? Okay, and then second quarter, this is on or before August 15. Birthday ko yan. Okay, so as you notice, no, May, June, July, August, so that's 3 months yung interval nila. No? And then yung third quarter, on or before November 15. So also after 3 months. And yung fourth quarter o yung annual na, end of the year, on or before April 15. Kaya ito yung yung bang dito yung madalas nag-rush na yung mga accountants, mga CPAs, no, because of the yung end of the year no preceding taxable year. So just a quick note, no, unless a taxpayer signifies the intention to elect the 8% income tax rate in the first quarter income tax return or the initial quarterly return of the taxable year after the commencement of the new business or profession, the taxpayer shall be considered as having availed of the graduated income tax. So merong option yung taxpayer whether yung pipiliin niya yung 8% na income tax, no? Ito yung naka-based dun sa taxable income after deducting yung mandatory deduction of 250,000 from the gross, no? Okay, and then makukuha yung pinaka-taxable income. This is computed times 8% straight computation na to, no? Okay? Specifically pagka yung taxpayer yung kanyang sales for the year, no? Okay, yung gross receipts niya does not exceed 3 million. So so pwede siyang masubject dun sa 8% income tax rate, no? Okay, at saka yung deduction from dun sa sales niya na 250,000, no? So kung mapapansin mo, ito 250,000 na yan, this is the threshold dun sa graduated tax table, no? Yung first 250,000 walang tax yun, no? Okay, so ito rin yung amount ng deduction doon sa gross doon sa sales, no, gross doon sa yun pinaka sales na natin. Okay, so we're going to have those examples in a while. A taxpayer who elected the 8% income tax isn't required to attach financial statements in the final income tax return or end of the year. So hindi na kailangan ng financial statement nyo kasi yun yung inelect mo eh. Kinakailangan mo lang ng financial statement pagka itemize yung deductions mo. Okay, so kuminsan tatanungin syempre ng BIR yan kung saan mo napulot yung mga ano yan. Yan ba, receipted ba yan? No? Pero kung diretso ka na doon sa 8% na yon, no? Kasi alam nila na ang binawas mo lang doon sa pinaka gross receipts mo is 250,000. So that explains na yung 8% mo na yon, no? After deducting yung 250,000, you get the taxable income and then you multiply by 8%. So that is already the tax. Okay, however, existing rules and regulations in bookkeeping and invoicing shall apply. A taxpayer who elected the graduated income tax or who is required to be under the graduated income tax regime shall be required to attach the income tax return financial statement. So kung instead of yung 8% yung graduated income tax under the train law, no? Okay, may mga range, so kailangan ng financial statement doon. And if the gross sales or receipts of the year exceeded 3 million, yon. So yun yung mga prerequisites, no, para doon sa financial statement, no. Okay, kailangan mo ng financial statement doon, no. Okay, if it's exceeded 3 million and you elected yung yung graduated tax table or graduated tax rates, no, under the trade law. Okay, so the financial statements must be audited. Another example 1. So we see here cumulative data for the sales for the year did not exceed 3 million. Okay? Hindi raw nag-exceed ng 3 million. So ito yung mga ano niya. So we have the first quarter, second quarter, third quarter, and for the year. So this is assumed to be cumulative, no? Kumbaga, dito sa second quarter kasama ng first quarter dyan, plus yung gross sales nung second quarter, and then dito sa third quarter kasama ng third quarter dyan, plus yung preceding quarters na gross sales, and then for the year. And then yung cost and expenses, as you can see, it is also cumulative. Okay, so required compute for the income tax due. So if the choice is 8%, halimbawa yung taxpayer, he elected yung 8% na yon. Okay, so let's take up these gross sales. That's 800,000. 800,000 less the deduction 250. So that is mandatory, no? Okay, kung 8% yung inelect, no? So after deducting yung 250 mandatory deduction, you'll get the taxable income. Dito ka na magbabase ng 8%. Okay, so multiply that by 8%, you'll have 44,000. And then from there, makikita natin dito, no? Ito na rin yung magiging niya, yung due niya for first quarter. Now the second quarter, nakita natin dito kanina, no? So 1.5 million yung gross sales niya. So meron siyang mandatory deduction also of 250,000. Obviously hindi pa naman nag-exceed ng 3 million, so pwede pa siya dun sa 8%, no? So yung taxable income niya, okay? So that's that would be the basis for the 8%. So you'll have 100,000. Okay, now after getting yung 100,000 na yun, i-deduct natin yung nakuha natin ng first quarter, which is 44,000. Okay, so meron tayong tax dito sa tax due dito sa second quarter of 56,000. Now, on the third quarter, you'll also have yung 2.1 million, no? Okay, yung cumulative. Okay, now yung deduction, of course hindi pa naman siya lumagpas ng 3 million. So pwede pa naman 'yan, no? Okay, by the way, you could only elect yung 8% na 'yon again kung hindi yung sales mo hindi nag-exceed ng 3 million. Okay, so may option dun sa pag-file ng ITR. Okay, so normally before the taxable year, Such election shall be irrevocable and no amendment of the option shall be made for the said taxable year, at least for the taxable year. No? Okay. Now, of course, third quarter, so that's 2.1 million. So a deduction of 250,000. So you'll get yung 1,850,000, which is the basis for the 8%. Okay, now, of course, that's 148,000. So after getting the 148,000, you'll deduct yung tax na binayaran mo nung first tsaka nung second quarter. Okay, like we said, this is cumulative. No? So yung 44,000 nung first quarter and yung 56,000 na nakuha natin nung second quarter. Okay? So yun, nasa baba. No? So meron tayong tax dito sa third quarter na 48,000. Now, for the year, ito may 2,950,000. So again, hindi pa umabot ng 3 million. Okay, so pwedeng yung mandatory deduction of 250,000 again for that for the year. Okay, and then so makukuha natin yung taxable income 2.7 million. That's a taxable income for the cumulative, no? First, second, third, and fourth. And the tax for that is 216,000. Now, ibabawas natin yung mga taxes nung first, second, and third quarter, yung 44, 56, and 48 nung third quarter. So meron pa tayong tax due na 68,000 for the fourth quarter, no? Year. Now, question. What if, let's say, for example, your gross sales did not exceed 3 million for the taxable year. However, instead of yung 8% na tax, you elected yung graduated tax rates, no? Pwede ba 'yon? Pwede naman. Basta the beginning of the taxable year, i-ano mo na siya, no? I-elect mo na siya na yun yung yun yung graduated, no? May chine-check naman dun sa BIR form, no? Okay, now. So, the same example as we had kanina, no? But this time the choice is the graduated income tax and the deduction was the cost and expenses. So maglalagay tayo, meron dito yung kung napapansin natin kanina, no, may 380,000 na deduction for first quarter, 700,000 for second quarter, for third is 920,000, and for the year is 1.4 million. So these are the cumulative cost and expenses, no? Hindi natin ginamit dito using 8%, no? Because we opted yung 250,000 na deduction. Now, pwede ba natin gamitin yon dito sa if we elected itong graduated tax rate? Pwede. Okay? So first, second, third, and for the year, no? So yung gross sales is 800,000. Okay? So minus natin yung 380 dun sa first quarter. So we can see dito natin nakuha yun, no? Given yun, no? Oh, yan yung itemized cost and expenses, no? So yan, so after getting the 380,000, so meron tayong taxable income, no? So minus lang natin ito. Okay? Yung 380 from the 800,000, no? Yan. Okay. So nakuha natin 420,000. Now, yung graduated tax or income tax natin doon, no, is 35,000. Bakit 35,000? Okay, so ganito 'yon. So kinuha natin dito sa tax table 'yan. So hanapin muna natin yung taxable income. That's 420,000, no? Okay, saan yung range niya rito? Yung range niya, it's between dito sa above 400,000 but not over 800,000. So meron siyang 30,000 na automatic na tax. And then plus 25% in excess of the 400,000, in excess of the over 400,000. In which case 420,000 yung taxable income natin. So 420 less 400, that would give you 20,000. So multiply that by 25%. So 25% times that's 25% times 20,000, which is the excess of the that's 5,000, no? Plus yung yung 30,000 na. Okay? So that would be itong 30,000 na yung automatic tax na yun na 30,000. So plus 25% in excess of 400,000, no? So yung sinabi nating excess kanina was 20,000. So multiply that by 25%, that would give you 5,000. Okay, plus yung 30,000, that would give you a total of 35,000. There. So ang tax niya dito would be 35,000. Now, for the second quarter, so ganun rin yung computation, no? So this time 800,000 yung taxable income niya after deducting costs and expenses na 700,000. Okay. So yung 800,000 medyo mas mataas-taas yung range niya. So nandito siya, no? Nandito kasama pa rin, pasok pa rin siya dito, no? So again, there is an automatic tax of 30,000 plus 25% of excess of 400,000. Now, yung ano niya, yung taxable income niya, that's 800,000, so less 400,000, that would be 400,000, no? Okay, yung excess, so 400,000, multiply this by, magkano nga ba yung sinabi rito? By 25%, no? So 25%. So that would give you 100,000. Okay, now plus 30,000, that would be plus 30,000, of course. No, ito yung automatic tax na yun. If you can see here, ayun, no, yung 30,000 automatic na yan, plus 25% of the excess of 400,000, in which case 800,000 yung taxable income natin. So the excess is 400,000. Multiply that by 25%, we get 100,000 plus 30, so that would give us 130,000. Yun siya. You see? Now, after that, kunin na natin yung ilales na natin itong 35,000 na to, which we have paid no first quarter. So meron pa siyang due ng second quarter of 95,000. Now, for the third quarter, yung taxable income niya after deducting the cumulative costs and expenses of 920,000, again, itong 920,000 na yon was obtained here dito sa original data, 920,000. Okay, now, and then you get the taxable income of 1,180,000. So, kukunin mo yung income graduated tax, ganun pa rin, no? So, kunin mo lang yung range, no? Okay, so nandito na siya sa above 800,000 but not more than 2 million. So that's 130,000, no? Plus 30% of over 800,000. So since this is 1,180,000, so that's about 280. Okay, so that is 280. 1,080,000. 180,000. Yan, so less 800,000 yung range. Okay? So that's 380,000. Now this 380,000 must be multiplied by 30%, as we see, no? 30%. Okay, so that's 114,000. So 114,000, tagalin na natin to para hindi tayo malito. So 114,000 plus yung 130,000. Okay, 130,000. That would be, magkano yan? That would be 244,000. Ayun, yun siya pareho. Yan. See? Okay, yan. So, after getting yung 244,000, no, then we will deduct yung mga first and second na tax. So, yung 35,000 ng first quarter and yung 95,000 ng second. So, meron pa tayong due dun sa third quarter of around 114,000. Now, of course, for the year, we have a taxable income of 1,550,000. So the tax there is 355,000. So, kunin mo na lang dyan sa train, under the train, no? Alam mo na yung procedures. Yan. So after getting this, no, itong income tax na to, ibabawas natin yung mga tax nung first, second, and third. So merong pang natitirang tax para for the year of 111,000. Okay, now, kung may example 1 kanina, siyempre may example 2 ngayon. Ayan. Dito naman ngayon, paano naman kung nag-exceed yung sales over 3 million? O siyempre, makaka-elect pa ba siya nung 8% na yun? Hindi na. Okay, so automatic na siya graduated income tax. Okay, so using graduated tax rates, no? Okay, dito yung itong nakuha natin, itong under train law na yan, no? Okay, so applicable from the year 2018 to 2022. Yan. 2021 pa lang naman, no? So ano pa lang tayo? Kumbaga, pasok pa yan. Okay, so having said that, so yung first, again, this is a new data, no? Okay, so first, second, third, and for the year, so yung gross sales niya is 3.5. So obviously, mas mataas dun sa 3 million. Okay, so nung second quarter, this is cumulative, sabi, so 5.5. Third is 8.1, and yung for the year is 9.1. So obviously, it's way over 3 million. Okay, so under siya ng itong graduated tax. Okay, so cost and expenses, that's 1,320,000. Nung first, second is 2.7, cumulative din yan. And then, okay na. Yan, third quarter is 3.4, and for the year is 4,160,000. Now, compute for the income tax due. So as we can see, if the choice is, of course, no choice na, yan na, yung graduated income tax, no? Okay, we will use yung cost and expenses instead of 250,000 yung mandatory deduction, no? So, kukunin natin yung gross sales is 3.5 sa first year. So, less natin yung cost and expenses na 1,320,000, which is given, no? Okay, dun sa taas. Ito siya. Okay. Now, after getting that, no, so makukuha na natin yung taxable income na 2,180,000. So, upon getting that, pupunta tayo dito again sa tax table niya, no? Okay, so nasan siya nakapaloob ngayon, yung 2,800,000. So, above 2 million but not over 8 million. So, yung meron siyang tax dito, merong automatic tax na 490,000. Yan. Okay, now, dito siya. Ito, medyo ibaba natin. No? Kasi 2,180,000. Okay? So, automatic na yun for 90,000. Now, 32% in excess of 2 million. So, ang ano niya dito is 2,180,000. So, that is about 180,000 kasi 2,180,000 less 2 million is 180,000. Okay. So, ilalagay natin dito. So, that is 180,000. Multiply this by, magkano ba yung rate na sinabi doon? Okay. So, that is the 32%, no? So, 32%. So, that would be 557,600. So, i-add lang natin itong dalawa. So, that would be 547,600 yung tax niya para dun sa first quarter. Ayun siya. Ito, yun. Okay, so income tax at graduated rates is 547,600. Nakuha natin yung kanina, no? Okay? Yun, nandun sa ano, kinumpute natin yan. Okay, sabi ko sa inyo kailangan natin ng calculator niya. So may calculator dapat kayo. Ayan. So yung due niya, of course, for the first year is 547,600. Now, for the second quarter, that's of course yung given yung gross sales, that's 5.5 million. Tapos yung cost and expenses, that's 2.7 million. So meron siyang taxable income. Ito yung basihan ng tax. So hanapin mo lang ulit dito, nasaan ba siya nakapaloob, yung 2.8 million. Malamang dun rin, no? Sa above 2 million but not over 8 million. So meron siyang 490,000 na automatic tax, no? Pero yung ano niya, yung excess niya over 2 million is 800,000 kasi 2.8 less 2 million is 800,000 the excess. So tagalin na lang natin to, no? So gawin natin 800,000. Okay, so 800,000. Para mabilis na. So yung tax niya is that's 746,000 there. Yun. Tapos ima-minus mo ulit yung kina-compute natin ng first quarter, that's 547,600, and you'll get yung 198,400 400. Ito yung June ng second quarter. Now, for the third quarter, ganun rin, no? Okay, after getting the taxable income, you get the income tax using the graduated, no? The graduated rates, no? Okay, ito malaki-laki, no? So that's nandun pero nandun pa rin siya within that range pa rin, no? Over 2 million but not over 8 million. So meron siyang tax na 1,354,000. Now, of course, ililis natin dito yung first quarter na 547,600 and yung second quarter na 198,400. Yan. Okay, so meron pang natitirang tax para sa third quarter na 608,000. Okay, now, for the last or for the year, no? Okay, na-compute natin yung graduated tax at 1,686,800, no? Okay, now, we deduct all the taxes that was due on first, second, and third. So first is 547,000, okay, and second was 198,000, and the third itong 608,000. So we'll have yung due para dun sa for the year or dun sa fourth quarter na 332,800. So if you have any questions about the preceding lecture on this, napapawisan ako. Mainit pala dito sa San Francisco. If you have any questions dito sa sa preceding lecture natin dito sa taxation, no? Okay, dito sa quarterly and annual taxation of the practice of business, practice of profession and business, no? Just comment there. And if you have any suggestions for a topic, you can also write your comments. Okay. So for now, God bless and stay safe.